but he said he's having a power issue, so we'll give him a few minutes. But while we were waiting for him, I will go ahead and bring us in. Welcome to Tyranny of Dragons. We will be picking up where we left off last week, which will be with the party traveling to Zonthal's tower at the base of Mount Hlim. But before we get started, I'd like to thank the Friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. The first on our list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rule books. She has a full line of dice bracelets. She has a dice rolling mat that when you roll it up, it looks like a spell scroll. And all of these items can be customized by her, and they are all handmade. She hand-picks all of the leather swaths. Absolutely fabulous work. If you're going to order from her, keep in mind that she is in the UK, so give yourself a little bit of time, since it takes a while to cross the pond and make it through customs. And next on the list is Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. They now have a full line of deodorants and spray-on colognes as well. And each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Right now I am wearing the Harvester, which smells of crisp apples and fall leaves. It's a very Halloween type scent. But I'm sure that they have a hero that would match your style. If you're a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one, get one free option. If you log in and create an account, you can put 2 beard oils into your cart, and if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters, they will discount that second beard oil to free. So, we're still waiting for Brian. 1, 2, 3... Okay. We'll just go ahead and get started, and we will phase him in as soon as he gets here. So, at the end of last week, you guys went to Thay. You were teleported there by the Red Wizards, and the Red Wizards essentially questioned you, then tortured you and interrogated you, and decided, the Red Wizards of Thay decided that they have too many internal problems. There's Brian. They have too many internal problems in their own country to assist you, which basically rendered the entire endeavor pointless. But that's, that's the nature of the Red Wizards. They're kind of dicks. I mean, the way I look at it, and I'm the DM, the way I look at it is you're not really losing a whole lot by the Red Wizards not joining in on the battle. Sounds to me like the Red Wizards would be more of a hindrance than a boon, but that's just me. The next stop that you decided to travel to was Zonthal's tower, which is at the base of Mount Hlim. And oh, nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome looking. Yeah, your kids are going to love that. So,
one of them does, the other one whines about it. Sorry, go on.
There's always got to be a whiner. Try burning some sage. So you travel to the base of Mount Hlim, and Zonthal was a wizard that was known, pretty famous wizard. But the main thing that he was really known for, not so much his magical prowess, which he was an arch-wizard. He's along the lines of like Elminster and Mordenkainen and whatnot. But he was really known for the fact that he was intent on traveling the entire world, and it was known that he traveled as far as Karatur. In the east, he traveled as far west as Maztika, crossing the Which ocean is that? The Shining Sea? The Sea of Swords? Oh, the Endless Sea. Yeah. Which actually isn't really endless. It kind of stops at Maztica. But he traveled the entire world, and that's really what he's known for. And when he came back, he built his tower, and surrounding his tower is a hedge maze that, when it's a magical hedge maze, and when you view the hedge maze on the ground, straight on, it looks like a well-manicured maze of epic proportions. When viewed from above, it looks like an overgrown, tangled mess that would be completely impassable. These two views cannot be, one and the same, but they are. The view actually from overhead is the realistic view of what is really going on, while from the ground, it is clear that you are entering a magical, extra-dimensional space that this maze occupies. One of the things that Zonthal was a master of was utilizing extra-dimensional spaces to do just about anything. Outside of the maze, a small town has grown up. Originally, it was a town built by workers who were working to build his tower and to manicure the hedge maze. But then when Zonthal disappeared, and nobody knows for sure if he died or if he just got bored and left. Nobody knows what happened to Zonthal. But when he left, the town just continued to go on and has grown up into this small town. The town is also called Zonthal's Tower, since they are unimaginative and didn't want to come up with another name. They're going to name it after the mayor, Bob, but, well, his full name is Bobbert, but they didn't think that that was catchy. So, as you approach Zonthal's Tower, this is basically what this looks like. This is the tower and the hedge maze and the little village at the end. Now, I'm assuming that you all can see this. Am I correct in my assumption?
You can see the little star-shaped type thingy.
You can see... Are you not seeing the picture of the maze?
I see a star-shaped thing with like hedges with letters. Is that it?
No. Hold on. Should be seeing this. Let me click this. Now can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay, so this is what the hedge maze and the tower looks like. Yeah, you're breaking up quite a bit there.
Okay, I think that'll work better. Let's see.
There we go. Yeah, you're quite a bit clearer now.
Cool.
So as you're getting ready to travel to Zonthal's Tower, you received a note telling you about this, and the note reads, "You don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake in joining the Cult of the Dragon. The cult's horrifying plans are sure to bring doom to all, but I can stop those plans with your help. Rescue me from the cult's clutches, and I will deliver to you the prize of prizes, the blue dragon mask. Without it, Severin faces an insurmountable setback in his effort to call Tiamat back to our world. The mask is here in Zonthal's Tower, being studied and guarded by only a handful of wizards, including myself. The danger of my treason becoming known grows with every passing day, and if I'm discovered, I'll surely be killed. Please hurry for the sake of everyone and everything you value." And so, your journey to Mount Hlim begins.
I say we take it real slow.
Yeah, fuck this guy, right? This is what bad decision making gets you, Skander. So spreading out along the edge of the Hedge Maze is a village called Zonthal's Tower. The settlement began as a place where many of the apprentices and workers established their homes, and as years passed, more settlers were drawn to the area as word spread that the wizard and his apprentices offered excellent protection against marauding orcs and monsters. So that's how this village came up. And there is a small, very small tavern. They have one room that is a communal inn room. And to get a room there, it will only cost you each 1 silver piece. It is rather a poor inn, but this is a very small village, and they don't get very many passers-by, so it doesn't really warrant having an inn. The tavern itself, the tap room, is more impressive than the inn room, but like I said, it's a communal room with like 10 beds in it. It's like going to outdoor school.
sounds good to me. I'm not too picky.
And meals are a simple fare of, like roasted elk, and they brew a beer, an ale on site. A meal will only cost you 6 copper pieces, while a mug of ale will cost you 4 copper pieces, or you can buy it by the gallon for 2 silver pieces. They do have a common wine that is available for 2 silver pieces. And as you stay your night, you hear, of course, the villagers are all, interested in, what you're doing here. Obviously you're coming because you want to go to the tower. And they tell you, they know that the cult of the dragon has come. And they tell you that the cult initially showed up just like you did, and then made their way through the Hedge Maze, and they haven't really come back out. They've spent all their time in the tower. But the town's mayor comes to your table and he says, the 3 days that the cult was here in our town were 3 days fraught with nervousness and danger. They are not to be trusted. Can we trust that you're not here to cause so much collateral damage that we'll end up losing our village? I mean, we want the cult gone, but not at the sake of our lives. We don't want to toss the baby out with the bathwater, as they say.
No, we're not superheroes. We won't wreck everything.
We're not high enough level to do that much damage yet.
I think we've been pretty good about collateral damage so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us really cast like fire spells or anything, so, right? I'm trying to think of, that seems like the most destructive thing you can do.
Hey, I pride myself on precision of strikes, okay?
Yeah, I think probably the most collateral damage that happened was probably that last battle in Altan with the black dragon spewing out acid, but even that was kept fairly contained by entangling the dragon, so.
Yeah, Schlagen only murders those who deserve to be murdered.
The mayor says, well, that's good to know, that's good to know. The rumors that you hear, the villagers all have theories about, what happened to Zonthal. The most popular theories are that Zonthal has returned or has awakened as a lich, or that one of the genies and elementals he once imprisoned finally broke free of its restraints, but remains trapped inside the tower. All of the villagers warn you sternly about the dangers of entering the Hedge Maze. You are told few who enter ever come back out. And those who do come out are much worse for wear. Even animals and birds avoid the maze. The tower and the maze are protected by brilliantly crafted wishes that were cast by Zonthal.
Oh, I could talk to some of the birds, maybe, and critters.
Possibly.
Yeah.
They tell you, and there's a few of the villagers in town that are at least mildly magically inclined. You know, probably apprentices, some acolytes. They tell you the tower and maze, the tower itself is impervious to all scrying and divination magic, and it is invulnerable from all forms of attack and alteration. The only way to get to the tower is by approaching through the maze and overcoming whatever puzzles are found inside the maze. So you bed down for the night, and the next morning, is there anything in the village that you would like to purchase before entering the maze? There is a small general store available here that you can purchase just about anything out of the player's handbook equipment section, if you so wish.
Does that include, I forgot what the armor is called for animals.
Oh, barding? So
That's,
I would say that by now you had already talked about the barding for Jorgen. And
okay, so I let Jurgen go because he kept dying over and over. I used 8 hours to commune with nature and request a bear.
Okay.
A brown bear.
Oh.
Named Bonky.
Nice.
The
Wait, you say a bear named Zonthal?
bear as an armor, is that something I can make for her?
So yeah, you can get barding. Let's see.
Well, because, I mean, can I, as an armorer, can I make it?
Yes.
I know I can infuse it if she buys it.
Yeah, you could make it.
So, Elmira, if you want to buy it, I can make it fancy. Oh, Bonky the bear. We can, I can infuse it with something if you want to make use of my artificer doodah. So, I don't know what kind of
What would be
bonus
cool?
for it. Pardon?
What would be cool is like a trust your expertise kind of thing.
Well, that could be a mistake because I don't know very much about what my options are.
So essentially, you would need materials to make whatever kind of armor that you want to make. Now, if you look on page 145 of the player's handbook,
Okay.
there are the different types of armor. The materials for the armor are going to cost 2 times whatever the cost of that armor is. So barding is more expensive than it would be for making it for humanoid characters. But
So if she purchases it, Chris, can I infuse it instead of making it from scratch?
yes. So if you purchase the barding, it's 4 times the cost.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like you guys are hurting for cash.
Right. Let's see.
What is the AC for a bear? What kind of bear is it?
I can only get a brown bear. A black bear is too badass for me to attract. Its armor class is 11,
Okay.
naturally.
Let me take a look at the brown bear. Yeah, you can you can definitely do better than 11. And it has a dex of 0. So So, I mean, you could do half plate, you could do full plate. Although I'm not sure how full plate on a bear would work, but sure.
Okay.
Getting a bear into greaves is a pain in the ass. It's like trying to dress a fidgeting toddler.
Yeah, let's go for half plate then.
Okay, so half
it won't
plate.
be too silly.
Half plate. So half plate armor for your barrel costs 3,000 gold.
Alright, let's see. What do I got here?
And that'll make his armor class 15.
Okay.
Plus 2 with the infusion. So
18 or 17.
17.
Alright, I will subtract that.
Okay. So yeah, you have a armored bear, which
Yay.
makes me think of his dark materials.
And I wanna try and talk with like some birds using like speak with animals before we go in to see if they know anything about the maze that might be useful.
Okay. So
Hey guys, flipping through the player's handbook.
Uh-huh.
If we put money together and spend 25,000 gold, we can buy a warship.
Well, considering that you're currently in the mountains, you might want to pull. You might want to pool your money together and buy yourself an airship, which would be about the same price.
Airship, hey.
Would that mean we could just skip the whole maze and just land in the center?
No, because when you look from the top, the maze looks like an overgrown, tangled mess that you can't see that there's any paths leading anywhere. But talking to birds, the birds tell you basically the same thing. So seen from above, either by flight or from nearby rooftops, the maze appears to be an overgrown, tangled mess with no discernible paths longer than a dozen yards. It looks exactly like what it is, a hedge maze left untended for more than a century, grown into a nearly solid mass of hedge and thorn. That's what the birds tell you.
Cool.
The birds also tell you that there is at the center of the maze where the tower is, there is a cleared out area that the hedge maze doesn't grow past. So it is contained within itself. And the last thing that the birds tell you is that all of the wildlife and animals avoid the maze because they naturally fear danger.
Alright. Well, I don't. So, let's go. Let's go!
As you... Sorry, go ahead.
I got a couple items I wouldn't mind buying while we're in town real quick.
Sure.
1 second, I'm writing them down, what my total cost will be. I was looking, I don't see a compass. I saw navigational tool set for sea, but is there just a compass?
That's a really good question.
I'm pretty sure that like that weird tinkerer feat I took, the first one, I think that's one of the things I can make. I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
While you look, would they have a Thieves Guild?
They don't have a Thieves Guild. This village has maybe a max population of like 400 people.
No poison, 3 box.
Well, while you look up the compass, I'll tell you the first 3 items I'm buying.
Hold on, just a second. Here we go.
No, I can make an alarm, a calculator, a lifter, a timekeeper, and a weather sensor. So no compass.
Yeah, I would think that a compass would fall under navigator's tools. I guess not by the individual, but if I would say they have a compass. We'll say that it costs 2 silver pieces for a compass.
That's fine. I'll spend a gold to make it look fancy.
All right.
It's easier on my math.
It's easier to do. It's easier to do math when it looks better.
All right, so my shopping list is one length of 50-foot hemp rope.
Okay.
Number 2 is 1 gold for block and tackle.
Okay.
4 gold for a portable ram.
A portable ram for like knocking down a door. Okay.
I thought I was the portable ram.
Yeah, the only problem with a portable ram is that you're talking about a fairly large piece of equipment. It's going to take at least 2 of you to carry that thing around.
Portable ram. 35 pounds. I can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't carry much, so I actually have quite a bit of weight available.
Okay.
And then the compass. I'm going into the maze. Come on, get through this thing.
Okay.
I want to buy 40 more days of rations.
Okay, you can do that.
What's the best potions they have?
There's a small alchemist shop. Well, it's not really a shop, it's just the alchemist hut. Let's see. They have standard healing potions, 2d4 plus 2, at regular price. They have a potion of fire breath.
Cool.
And
Fire?
potion of fire breath, they would be willing to sell you for 200 gold pieces.
Done.
He wants it. Okay.
So yeah, potion of fire breath. As a bonus action, you can exhale a fire at a target within 30 feet of you. Target must make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw, taking 46 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed. Jesus, I'm like suddenly really popular.
It's been popular. To us.
And they have a potion of water breathing, which is strange. There's no large bodies of water nearby, but they do have a potion of water breathing that they would sell for 500 gold. You can breathe underwater for 1 hour after drinking this potion. It is a cloudy green fluid that smells of the sea and has a jellyfish-like bubble floating in it. So yeah, there's 1 potion of fire breath, 1 potion of water breathing, and they have 3 potions of standard healing, 2d4 plus 2, available.
Alright, well, I'll take the stand. Before I buy the standard potions, can I see if I can make some potions this time? If my nature rolls are better?
Sure.
Because lately they've been sucky, but we'll try. It's nature, right?
Correct.
Okay. Come on. Son of a... 6, I assume, does jack shit.
Nope.
I'll buy the potions.
All right. Go for it. There's 3 of them.
All right, yeah, I'll buy all 3. How much was that again?
I believe they are, well, hold on, let me double check. I think they're 500 apiece. Let me,
500 gold?
yeah.
That's our potions.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're 50 apiece.
Okay, yeah, I can rock with that.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to purchase?
Exploring players have a quickly, looking through quickly.
What about CL? Does she have anything she wants to buy?
Looking at the Hedge Maze, does it look like the pathway's like about 10 foot wide or so, roughly? Like the entrances?
Yes. So when you look, where you look at the entrance to the Hedge Maze, so you're at the edge of town, there's just this wall of Hedge Maze, and you see a gentle curving path leads into the maze from the edge of the village. There's a low fence across the entrance that's really designed to keep young children and animals from wandering in. Fear of the maze is hammered into all residents of the village from the time they're old enough to appreciate its dangers, and they shun it diligently.
I'm gonna summon my warhorse.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him carry the portable ram.
Yeah, you could do that. You can strap that to him.
I'd like to buy 100 candles.
Okay. Let me see if they actually have 100 candles.
Maybe not 100, but you know, a few candles.
They
Everyone
have.
in town now must live in darkness. You bought all the candles there.
Yeah, they essentially have 40 candles, and 20 of those are half burned already. There's a small shrine here that is an all faith shrine, and some of the candles are coming from there. There's 20 candles that are brand new.
Still walk around in the wall.
I didn't think my plan through. I retract my request.
As for like 5 torches would probably do you what you're wanting.
Yeah, you can buy torches. I mean, you already have a sword that lights up into fire. So, I mean,
Can I get lamps? Lanterns?
Yeah, you can buy a lantern.
Light. I want to help mark places we've been by lighting torches. Like, we've been here before. Here's a torch.
You could buy chalk for like a silver.
I mean, we're going into a plant maze. How are we going to mark plants?
echoing on the wind, you can hear the dungeon master letting out an evil chuckle.
Oh, God.
That's why I'm thinking destructive stuff. I will go through the maze.
Oh, again you hear the evil chuckle.
I'm fairly sure we said we couldn't destroy them.
You all,
Take that ram to start hitting walls.
you finish your shopping spree, and you all come to the entrance to the maze. As you prepare to step onto the garden path, you notice, and you can see over the tower is taller, and you can see the top of the tower over the maze. As you prepare to step onto the garden path, you notice movement high up on the tower. A human male dressed in black robes stands on a balcony, waving something over his head. It's hard to make out details from this distance, but it might be a blue mask. "Heroes!" the figure screams. "They saw you in the village! I've taken the mask, but they'll realize it's missing within minutes. Look for me beneath the tower, for it's the only place I have a chance to hide. This is the key that will let you teleport into the dungeon." As he speaks, the figure holds aloft the second item, some sort of white glimmering hourglass. "I will leave it behind after I use it, but others may find it before you do." The speaker looks over his shoulder as another figure suddenly dashes out onto the balcony. A flash of blades and spellfire erupts. Then the figure who spoke pitches his attacker over the railing before he dashes back inside.
Awfully sus.
Alright, let me put you guys on the board. Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
Anybody feel like just digging under this thing? You should just burrowing beneath it. He said it was protected from above, but how do we know it's protected from below?
Can I
We'll spend the
climb
next
up
month-
the outside?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can I climb up the outside?
When you try to climb up from the outside, all you see is a tangled disaster of an overgrown hedge maze.
And then walk across the top of the outside?
So you attempt to do that, and you end up falling through the hedge maze, and you blink, and when you reopen your eyes, you appear back at the entrance.
Worth a try.
I'm glad you appeared at the entrance and not somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that sounds like we need to keep that in mind for an escape plan.
Alright, I may be able to cast Locate Object to find the hourglass at some point. But I don't know if we're, like, within 1,000 feet at the bottom of the tower or not, so
Yeah, probably best once we get to the tower.
So when you
I'm not scared of
when you
bubbles,
try
so-
to judge how far you are from the tower, it's really hard to judge distance.
Yeah. I just figure if he's hiding or whatever, you know, like when we know we're towards the end, if we're having any difficulty finding it, it's a possibility to use that. But,
Hey, I can't buy poison.
yay.
Sorry. Sorry.
Rogues always getting excited by poison.
Anyway, pretty much.
And Seal's with us, isn't she? Yep.
Is Yip with us?
What was that?
Is Yip?
Oh, there's Yep.
I was like, is Yip with us?
Yip's just standing in the corner chewing on a stick.
Yip's like, store. Store's not important. No need to buy things.
Well, I think I'm still carrying around a dead rat from like 3 towns ago.
Probably.
What?
I'm gonna save this for later.
Did I miss that?
Found it a few times. It's fine.
So you enter the hedge maze from the letter E. You've entered an intersection where 8 paths converge symmetrically. You can see Zonthal's tower dead ahead above the hedge wall. But the way the paths curve, there's no telling which one might lead to it. A sundial stands at the center of the intersection. The shadow from its gnomon is pointing straight ahead towards the tower, which is highly odd because the sun is not behind you. Your shadows point in the proper direction. Only the sundial shadow points ahead. And the sundial shadow is pointing towards A.
That sounds like a good way to go.
Might as well test the theory.
Sure.
Okay. Hold on here.
Somebody pay attention to which way our shadows are pointing to.
So you follow path A, and you walk along this curving. The sun is shining overhead. It's a pretty beautiful day, clear skies, and as you're following this curving path through the hedge maze, you can see Zonthal's tower overhead, and you come out into yet another intersection, exactly like the first, with another sundial in the center. This time, however, the shadows are pointing towards... The sundial has 2 shadows, one pointing towards A and one pointing towards C.
Which way is the tower, according to us?
The tower appears to be... It appears to be over A, but it's hard to see because when you step onto these paths, they curve through the hedge maze, so it's impossible to see which path may actually lead directly to the hedge maze. But right now, the sundial shadow is pointing towards A and C.
And our shadows point normal, right?
Correct.
I'm going to, or Schlagen's going to take out a copper piece from his pouch.
Okay.
And put it in the middle of the sundial.
Are you kidding?
Okay. There's a copper piece sitting on the sundial.
And who cares about a penny?
You're silly.
Which direction would you like to go?
I want to go to C. That's my opinion.
Okay.
To see.
So everybody is in agreement you're heading towards path C?
Sure.
I like the idea. I'm with it.
Okay. Hold on just a moment while I set this up.
Never go to the left. The left leads straight to the castle.
I will be right back.
Okay. So if you scroll to the right, you will see that there is a new area.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give Brian just a moment here. I know, split the party. Everybody take a different path. No, I thought Bognock was returning with a bottle of champagne. I'm like, well, it is the breakfast of alcohols.
It would be what a mimosa hold orange juice. That's talk about celebrating the long weekend.
Right, right.
But I'm not quite that coof. It's just potato chips.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not as classy as you think I am.
Potato chips go with mimosas, don't they? So, we'll go ahead and continue on here. Filling the center of this 80-foot square courtyard
Go
is...
ahead, I'll be a minute.
Okay. Filling the center of this 80-foot square courtyard is a circular pool of water 60 feet across. The water is dark and murky, reducing visibility to about 1 foot. A garnet gemstone hovers 1 foot above the center of the pool. Another path leaves the area through the hedge wall on the far side of the pool, directly opposite the one that you have entered.
I could throw Yip across the pool to grab the gem.
You probably could do that, yes. Or Elmira for that. Or both of them, really.
Yip accepts this challenge.
I have 2 shots at one of our party members getting this gem. So you're gonna huck Yip at the gem?
Yeah, I'll shot put her.
Okay.
We could tie a rope to Yip's foot in case you miss. We can just pull him back like a boomerang.
Sure. Safety.
Make a improvised ranged weapon attack to throw Yip.
Let's see.
Can she like wild shape into a bald eagle or something?
She could.
I can't. It sounds more fun.
Oh, okay. So then you can like grab it like a fish out of a river, but it does sound more fun. That's true.
Athletics instead of dexterity, or do I have any options here?
Oh, no, it would be Yip is an improvised weapon that you're throwing at the gem. So it would be an improvised ranged weapon attack.
Okay, hold on here. So probably only +6 to do that.
I'm gonna claim to bounty, saving Yip's fate.
If
Okay,
I'm
so-
thrown, can I give the help action?
I got a
You
25.
can.
Yeah, well, the 25 is fine, remember.
Okay. So,
Hold on to the rope.
Yip, you grab Yip and you throw her at the gem, and partway there, if Yip still wants to turn into a bald eagle, you can.
Do I look like I can get the gem without turning into an eagle?
You can. Jeff, or what is Shredder's strength?
20.
You could probably throw Yip clear across. So, Yip, make a acrobatics check for your landing. And since you were willingly being thrown, you can make that an advantage.
It's like when the Hulk throws Wolverine.
Fastball special. Colossus.
Yeah, fastball special.
Net 20 for a 24.
Nice.
Nice.
So you pick up Yip and you throw her across, and Yip snatches the gem out of the air and lands effortlessly on the other side.
Wow, that went way better than I thought it was going to go.
Slogan's not going to untie the rope from Yip. He's just going to walk around like a leash.
Perhaps we should run before a kraken is released in the middle of the pool.
Can Schlagen use his breath weapon so we can all go ice skating?
Yeah, but you get a very tiny area. It's only 15 foot.
Everybody just like stand huddled in a little circle. We're ice skating.
Hold on.
Synchronized ice skating. I'm sure someone's got enough daggers we can like tie them to our shoes and we have like little dagger skaters.
As soon as Yip gets the gem in her hand and she lands on the other side, coming up out of the pool of water are 4 Chul. And Chul look like basically large. Oh, these guys are large, so they're a little bit bigger than that.
They're growing right in front of our eyes.
They look like large shrimp with lobster claws.
Mist starts licking its lip.
Are we getting attacked by 4 Zoidbergs?
Yes. Everybody roll initiative.
I should have thought that through. 9. None of my dice want to roll well today.
Is anyone allergic to them? You need to know now.
Peanut butter monster.
Thank God
I might not like water, but I like seafood.
Thank God it's not a calzone golem.
You can make a peanut butter golem and everyone gets anaphylaxis from it.
They changed the guidance from making your little babies avoid peanuts to giving it to them on purpose. Because we figured out that fixes it. Yeah, so like first kid, no peanuts or tree nuts ever. Second kid, they're like, give them peanuts right away, like as soon as you can.
So here's what's the rule? I don't know what the rule is anymore.
My
They
first
figured
kid's
it out.
obviously allergic, and now there's peanut butter in the house.
Yeah, they figured it out. The exposure makes them allergic way less. So there's going to be way less of this BS going on with, I don't know, kids over a certain age. They
That is many of the parents actually follow this.
yeah, I don't know. I did. I gave him peanut butter. The older one didn't end up being allergic anyway, so I lucked out. It was pretty good.
I'm all for the Spartan rule. Throw them in the wild, see if they make it back.
It seems to work for more shit than you would think. I mean, really.
If someone is allergic, I'll just use my dagger of epinephrine. And it'll be fine. It's okay. I have it.
It's like a dagger of poison, but it gives that epinephrine. Between Schlagen and Yip, which one of you wants to go first? Schlagen, Yip, which one of you wants to go first? Does it matter?
Yip can go first. She has better decks.
Okay. All right, so Yip, you see these 4 Chul come up out of the water. And I refuse to call them Chuls because it sounds like Chul can be either, multiple or single Chul. So, Yip, what would you like to do? I'm going to load the gem into a sling and throw it at him.
Yes. Yip is gonna freak out at these random Zoidbergs, and do erupting earth It's a 20-foot cube, so I can hit 2 of them.
Okay.
3.
You want to hit
Maybe 5 squares or 10 foot squares?
They are 10-foot squares.
Okay, so it hit 2.
Wait, 20-foot radius?
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube.
Oh, cube. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can hit 2.
They get to make a dex save, and they would take damage.
So which ones are you hitting? Which two?
Let's go the ones directly in front of you.
So these two?
2.
Okay. They only get an 11 on their save.
Bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Okay. Hold on here. And does erupting earth keep going on as long as you're concentrating on it?
Nope.
That's a one and done?
It's instantaneous, and then the terrain becomes difficult terrain, but I'm not sure that matters in the water.
Right, right. Okay. All right. Anything with a bonus action or movement?
Shout incomprehensibly.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I do.
Schlagen, what would you like to do?
These guys don't seem too menacing at the moment. So I will step over here. Actually, I don't really need to move yet. I'll stay where I was. I'll take a swing at that guy.
Which guy?
Guy right in front of me.
Go for it.
Let's see, first attack. I think it's 23. Yes. 24.
That hits.
15 damage.
Okay. Next attack.
Yeah, that's right. Second attack. 27
Yep.
for 11 points of damage.
Okay. Do you have a third attack?
Yes, I do. Ew. I'm sure a 13 does not hit.
It does not.
Then that will be Schlagen's turn.
Okay. Bognock, what would you like to do?
So am I adjacent to that guy?
Yeah. Not gonna bother
Okay.
with 3 feet.
Okay. I wasn't sure, and I want to shoot him with my musket, but if I'm too close, I can't.
Yeah, you would be at point blank range, so you'd be at disadvantage.
Okay. What if I try and shoot that guy instead?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that with my shoulder musket. Let's see.
Ugh. Is that
Ugh.
a nat 1?
It was. So does it misfire?
Yeah, you you get a flash in the pan. Your musket goes off, and there's a flash in the pan, but the gun does not fire off.
What a dud. Okay. So since I still have repeating shot, can I try again, or does the
Yes.
next one make it
No.
not useful this?
No, you can try again.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
There you go.
There you go. That hits.
Okay. For 9,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna throw rocks.
Go for it.
Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2.
2 of those hit. 29 and 17.
1, 2.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay. The Chul do not like any of this. He is going to come out of the water and attack Bognock. He gets 2 pincher attacks. First pincher attack. Misses with a 12. 19 to hit.
That is a miss.
That is a miss. Okay, so he completely bones that. This guy is going to make 2 pincher attacks on Schlagen. 19 to hit.
$19 does not hit.
Okay.
With my trusty shield.
Second pincher attack. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled in the pincher, and out of the Chul's face, the tentacles come out. And
I do not like that. I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
okay.
I think it's not working.
And he fails his save against your Hellish Rebuke with an 11.
Oh, it's in the. It's going to be 18.
Okay.
Schlagen does not piss on the first date.
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't stop him. And you need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
So let me break that spell off. 13, you say? Plus 3, 21, succeeds.
Okay. So if you had failed that, you would be poisoned for 1 minute. And during that 1 minute, you would be paralyzed by the poison. This Chul is going to step up out of the water, and he's going to make 2 pincher attacks on Shredder.
Roger.
24 to hit.
It does.
All right. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled in the claws. It's going to make a second claw attack. I would think that a 16 probably misses you.
Correct.
And you have to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. As it tries to suck your face with his tentacles.
8 of 15.
All right, you succeed. This Chul is going to dash all the way over here to Yip, but because he dashed, he's got nothing left in him. Elmira, what would you like to do?
I'll say, go, Bonky.
Oh, I need to give you a bear. Hold on here, I'll give you a bear.
I swear you said donkey the first time. I was like, donkey? Your bear's donkey? But donkey makes more sense.
I don't know, I kind of like a bear named Donkey.
No, Bonky is a stupid name, but I like it. And I wrote it on my sheet before the game started. So,
Oh, that's a
and so it's
really big bear.
People
But,
be like, you see a bear roaming around town, you'd be like, I don't have a bear, I have donkey.
I'll do looks like multi-attack. So it says multi-attack, bear makes 2 attacks, one with bite and one with claws. Do I roll once or twice then?
You would roll twice, once for each attack.
Okay, I'll do bite first then. And 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let's see how much damage with it.
Time for some shrimp dinner.
And that does 6 piercing.
Okay.
And then the claws. Ugh, 2. There's no effect.
No.
And then 18 on the second one.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, no, wait. Crap. Okay, I did it wrong. It was bear makes 2 attacks, one with bite and one with claws. I don't know why I rolled claws twice. So
Oh, okay.
I missed them.
Okay.
Right, and then Elmira will use crossbow on the same guy.
Okay. So
And that is-
you're at pretty much point blank range, so you would be at disadvantage for using your crossbow.
All right, I'll use my long sword then.
Okay.
And I got an 18 to hit.
That hits. Imagine a gnome using a longsword. She must look like a Scotsman with a claymore.
Yeah, pretty lame. And I did 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
Not super good. That's me.
Okay. All right, Mist. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. The second I saw water, I put away my sword and pulled out my hand crossbow, because fuck water. Not trying to go anywhere in the water or near, right next to it, good attack. It's just bad times.
Okay.
So I will, with my hand crossbow, I will attempt to attack this one.
Okay.
I need to level off my dice rolling thing, because it started with one number and then it rolled all the way down to a natural 1.
Oh.
It was like, and then it started rolling. I'm like, why do you keep rolling? Stop rolling. And it hit the wall. And
Well, it's an uneven surface. I'll allow you to re-roll that.
thank you. You are mighty generous. I have since leveled it off.
It counts as a jack die.
I appreciate that. Ah! Not 20.
One under the other, so you get to do double damage.
Yay! Woo! And it's poisoned. It has a poison. There's a poison bolt.
Except the Chul are immune to poison.
Fuckers. Of course they are.
They're bottom feeders.
Oh well, I already put the poison bolt in, so it's a wasted poison bolt again. Okay. Yeah.
But you do get sneak attack.
Oh, I do? Sweet.
Yeah, it's engaged with Shredder.
Oh, very cool. I didn't realize that hand crossbow was going to sneak attack. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, so that would be then 3d6 with the sneak attack. And 10, 14. Oh, double, 28.
All right. Anything with a bonus action or movement?
Since I have the crossbow expert beat thingy,
Uh-huh.
do I get to take my second attack?
Yes.
Sweet. I will not load a poison bolt this time. And 24 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. $17 damage.
Okay. All right, so that was... So anything with a bonus action or movement?
Yeah, with the bonus action, I'll just take the dodge action. I
Okay.
want these things trying to, like, attack me or pull me in the water.
I don't think... Oh, so you're going to spend a key point to dodge?
Oh, yeah. Damn it. That's right, I have to spend a key point to do that. No, I'm not. I guess I'll... I don't know what the hell, I'll just... Can I hide in the bushes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, because you're not trying to go through the hedge maze. You just want to hide. So, yeah, you could step into the hedge, like here, and make a hide check.
Okay. All right, I will do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make your stealth check.
Stealth check is 20, 24.
Okay. You step into the hedge maze enough that nobody that can beat 24 at their passive perception. Nobody can see you. And when you're in the hedge maze, you can hear the sound of thunder and lightning strikes and like weird creature noises coming from the other side of the hedge maze.
Weird.
Shredder, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go Ragey Rage with Claws.
Uh-huh. Don't forget, you are grappled. You can break the grapple with a DC 14. Otherwise, you are at disadvantage for any attacks.
Oh. Yeah, then I'll go Ragey Rage with Tail and spend my first action to break the grapple with Athletics.
Go for it.
Does 26 beat him?
It does.
Okay, then I'll go Hazaron.
Okay.
Reckless. 29 to hit.
That hits.
25 points.
Okay. All right. Do you have a third attack?
No.
No. Okay.
Bonus was Rage, one attack to break grapple, second attack to hit him.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah, you bust out of the claws around you and swing your sword. He's still standing, though. We are back to Yip. You now have a Chul up in your grill. What would you like to do?
It's going to be the fierce battle of the land bug versus the water bug. I'm going to be a giant ant.
Okay. Let me see if I have something to show that you are a transformer.
So I can bite it and sting it. And I got 8 to bite and 15 to sting.
Hold on here. So the 15 misses, but the 18 hits.
Well, that'd be nice. It wasn't 18, it was just 8.
Oh, it was just an 8?
Yeah.
So both of those miss. Wah, wah.
I said it would be a grand battle, not that win.
Okay, anything with, well, you use your bonus action, anything with movement, although if you move, he would get an attack of opportunity.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. We're back to Schlagen.
I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
In the last game, we had the garlands. Do we still have those, and do they still work, or was that just for like that area?
That was just for that area, and it was used when the magic in it was used up when Chief tried to use his frightful presence.
Nice. Then I can erase that from my inventory.
Yes. Yeah, everybody can.
And second question, do these guys count as humanoid, or are they something else?
They are large aberrations.
Damn. Well, fine. They don't get to become specters in the afterlife. I will continue to hack at that guy.
Okay.
26 is going to hit.
Yes.
Uh, 11 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 17.
That hits.
Nice. Another 11 damage.
Okay. Third attack.
Third attack. 16.
That hits.
Ooh, that's a little bit. 16 damage.
Okay. And so you bring your axe down, and basically you, in your 3 attacks, you cut off both of the Chul's pinchers and then bring your axe down, and there's like gushing goo coming out of this Chul. He is no more.
Teach you to track Frenchman on the first date.
Anything with a bonus action or movement?
No, to do my third attack is my bonus action.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, Bognock, what would you like to do?
And just remember to.
I would like to, I guess, magic missile the guy in front of me, since I can't really get away and it's pretty crowded and I can't range attack. So that's what I'm going to do.
Sure.
Okay. But I'm going to launch 4 of them.
Okay.
So at level 2.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
1, 2, 3. So let's see. 4, 6, 8, 11.
All right. Anything with a bonus action, and you're not going to move.
Right, I'm not going to move. So I launched my rocks last time. Should that have been harder to do since I was so close? I don't know how that, since it's...
He moved since then, so you would be at disadvantage with your rocks.
Yeah. But I suppose better to have attempted and failed than to not attempt at all.
Correct.
So I'll just try. 1, 2, 3. And then I need to do it again for the worst of the 2. 1, 2, 3.
So yeah, 2 of them hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. $14.
Okay.
Then I'm done.
Okay. So that Chul's not happy about that, so he is going to make 1 pincher attack on Bognock and 1 pincher attack on Elmira. Nat 20 on Bognock.
Well, poo.
Or for 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy.
And Bognock, you are grappled in his pincher, and you need to make his tentacles come out of his face, and you need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, you make that, no problem. Pincher attack on Elmira misses with an 11. Let's see here. This one's going to make 2 pincher attacks on Shredder.
Okay.
Nat 20. Woohoo! For 23 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are once again grappled in the first pincher.
So 11 points.
Yep. And you need to make a DC 13 con.
I did not make it. I am paralyzed.
You are paralyzed. And he's going to make his second pincher attack at advantage.
Does my ring of resistance on poison help me on the save versus poison, or just damage?
Just damage.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Shredder, are you within 10 feet of me?
Let's see.
Oh, 15, you're just outside my my protection aura.
Wait, I think I can use Flash of Genius.
I have an inspiration point I could use.
Well, with my Flash of Genius, within 30 feet, you can make an ability check and add 5.
Is it a reaction for Flash of Genius?
It's my reaction for any character within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Okay, then make me succeed then. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are not poisoned, and
Paralyzed.
or paralyzed. Let's see here. 21 to hit with the
I'll
second.
use my tail.
Okay.
Let me get to that roll. There we go. So my AC becomes 25 for that attack.
Okay. So he misses. Up here on Yip, he's going to make 2 pincher attacks on Yip. $23 to hit.
That hits.
For 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and his tentacles come out to lick you, and you need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
20 for that con save.
Okay. The second pincher attack. 24 to hit.
So I hit.
For 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you need to make another DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
12.
Okay, so you're essentially double grappled. He's got you in both pinchers and sucking on your face, and you are poisoned for 1 hour. Or, I'm sorry, you're poisoned for 1 minute and paralyzed.
The lance bug has failed.
You get the...
Is your ant form immune to poison?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It doesn't say that it is.
Otherwise, raid wouldn't work.
That's what I need.
I'm immune to borax. Elmira, what would you like to do?
Bonky multi attack. Let's see. 16 to hit the bite.
That hits.
Okay. And that's 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then claws is 16 again.
Yep. That it.
And is 2d6 plus 13. 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so Bonky grabs this Chul in his jaws and basically uses his claws to rend him in half. And sloppy pieces of giant shrimp slop onto the ground around the pool.
Cool. And then for my turn, I will reach out a hand to Bognock and do some healing magic.
Okay.
See here. Cure wounds look good. Let's see. 12. You get 12 points back.
Okay. So Bognock gets 12 hit points back. Mist. What would you like to do? You're hearing the sounds of an epic raging storm and ungodly monster roars in the background beyond the hedge maze.
I would like to step out from the hedge maze and attack the same one again.
Okay. You have advantage on your roll.
That whole, I imagine I can't make the shot across the thing because that's a long shot.
Let me double check. I think it would be long range for hand crossbow, but let me look.
Oh, wait, never mind.
So a hand crossbow has a range of 3120, so it would be a disadvantage for such long range if you wanted to shoot across.
No. I don't want to risk rolling a bad one.
But this guy is within your regular range.
And at advantage, let's see how we do.
Go for it.
Net 20.
Nice, double damage.
Thank you, advantage. Well, definitely going to re-roll those because that was a 1, a 2, and a 2. So that's 5 plus 11, or 5 plus 5, 10, 16, 20.
Damn. He's still up. You got a second shot?
Yes, but this one's not at advantage, right?
Correct. Yeah, he's fully aware of you now.
I don't know where you came from, but I see you now.
Yeah.
All right. 22.
That hits.
All right. I realized last time I accidentally rolled sneak attack damage when I shouldn't have on the second attack.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Okay. Just realized that right now. I was like, I wasn't supposed to do that. For 10 points of damage.
All right, and so this guy, so Shredder, who is grappled by him, you see a crossbow bolt just bury itself right in through the tentacles, and the tip of the crossbow bolt comes out the back of the Chul, and it lets go of you and splashes back into the pool.
Sweet, thank you.
Missed. Anything with a bonus action or movement?
Oh. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, maybe. Because I'm going to be brave, I think, maybe. Let's see. Depending on how far around this water is. Well, I can run on water, can't I? Or is that next turn?
You hate water.
Yeah, what level are you? You can walk across water at a certain level if you're a monk.
Oh, wait.
Let's watch Mist.
Yeah, I'm level 10 monk.
Let's watch Miss do kitty cat Jesus Christ thing.
I've overcome some of my fear of water with my purity, with my advanced movement, and I can actually run across water now because that was at level 9 monk. I think I gained that.
But remember, whenever you stop, you have to flick your feet like in an awkward manner, like cats do.
Fair enough. Bonus action. As a free action, I will shake my feet off. Use 5 feet of my movement to do that.
I just picture him running across the water like that one lizard.
Yes.
All right.
We'll
So
get
I will run to here. Actually, no, I'm going to run to here so I'm not directly in range of this thing. And I'm going to shoot it with a cross. Wait, can I shoot it with a crossbow bolt? Oh, I can, because my crossbow expert lets me do that.
Yes.
So I'll run to here. Okay. I run on water. And straight from the water. Shake my feet, shake my feet. 19 hit?
19 hits.
Yeah. For a measly 5 damage.
All right. Well, that's better than nothing because he hasn't taken any damage yet.
I heard it go deep.
All right. Give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. I need some more water and some more batteries, evidently.
I have AC again. Woo! That was my power concern earlier. Was the breaker to my AC unit kept tripping, so I was without AC on this 98-degree day. Literally jinxed myself. I just tripped.
I forget that y'all have real summers, because since being down here, I would say 75 to 80% of the time, it's about 72 degrees out. It's just always December, 72 degrees out. August, 72 degrees out. I forget that the rest of the world has seasons.
Wait, where are you?
I'm currently living in Orange County, California.
I am in Los Angeles, but
How is it 98 degrees where you are then?
It's always hot in the inner city.
Well, they don't get the offshore breeze. It's
I guess. I mean, yeah, it's a little warm. It's 84 where I am.
Bakersfield, right on the other side of the grapevine. It's 106 there.
Jesus,
Holy
Tex.
cow. I will say that I was in Portland for the 115, so I feel like I got that day alone gave me all of the true summer I needed.
Yeah, that was stupid hot.
That was all I needed.
I hope there's also like 45% humidity during those days too.
Right?
Oh, that's miserable. Hot and humid? You step out of the shower and you're already sweating.
I was house sitting for a friend, and her young daughter had left crayons on the wooden porch, and I had no idea until I was coming home for the evening, and man, is it looking psychedelic and trippy now. And it's like embedded into the wood grain, so you can't even, it wasn't like you could just flip the wax off and be like, oh, nothing wrong. So I think I won the award for like worst house sitter ever. Like, I kept the cat alive, but it looks like the front porch has been tie-dyed.
All right, so back to our battle shredder. What would you like to do?
Can I bonus attack with my tail if I move and dash?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The two
If you dash, it takes up.
an attack.
Oh, wait a minute. No, because dashing would use your bonus action. Let's see again.
No, dashing would be my attack action.
Nope, you're right. So yeah, you would still get your bonus action.
Okay. Then I will use all 80 of my movement to get within 10 feet of this guy, and then I'll tail swipe him.
Go for it.
Recklessly. 23 hit.
It does.
He takes 13 points,
Okay.
and I'm going to use Infectious Fury on him, so he has to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Then he does not take any more damage than that.
Haha. He's a smart shrimp.
Why shrimp? They're different things.
Well, yeah, what? He's the oldest. He's the oldest one. First one out of the egg sack. Yep. What would you like to do?
What can I do?
So you are grappled. You can make a. Actually, we're just going to call it one grapple because the idea of having to make two is kind of dumb. Go ahead and make a DC 14 escape check.
I thought I was paralyzed.
Oh, that's right. You are paralyzed. You're kind of fucked, aren't you?
She can't even wiggle and moan.
You can make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn to become unparalyzed.
Okay, I'll do that. 21.
All right. So you are still poisoned, but you are no longer paralyzed.
I can't listen, so I don't know what it's on.
Let's see here.
They kind of purr if you watch Tony I Shrunk the Kids. Little trippy purrs.
I feel like I shouldn't purr with tentacle face on my face.
All right, so Yip is no longer paralyzed. Schlagen, what would you like to do?
So the thing's grappled yet?
Yes. It has Yip by both of its pinchers.
Well, I don't know how this will work, but we'll give it a try. I'm gonna finger gun it and see if I can push him off of Yip.
Okay, you would be at No, you're fine. You don't want to roll a 1, though.
Let's see, let me double check my bonus to that. Oh, that's like a 24.
That hits.
For 6 damage, and it would be pushed 10 feet.
Okay.
Now, whether or not it comes with it, I guess.
Yip would come with him. Let's see here. Yeah, so Yip is dragged with him as he's pushed back 10 feet. But now, if you want to make a second attack with finger guns, you would be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna pass because I don't want to push him outside the gate and take Yip with him.
Right.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to break the grapple with the push, but didn't happen, so that works.
Did you want to move?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. What's up? I'll move down to here, and my horse is just following me.
Okay. All right. Bognock, what would you like to do?
So, firing on him once he's been pushed with Yip, is that everybody will be at disadvantage for ranged attack on him?
So,
Like, I'm in the way. Is
So,
that why it was disadvantage
if
for
you're shooting
Ryan?
if you're shooting from here, you would have disadvantage because you'd be shooting through the hedge maze. If you shoot from where you're at, you're at disadvantage because Yip is basically in front of him, and so is Shredder. So you would have to basically be like right here in order to not have disadvantage.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to magic missile again.
Okay. He's got no defense against that.
Yes. Alright. And I'm going to launch another 4.
Okay.
Let's see. 7, 11, 14.
Okay, so he takes another 14 for Magic Missile. Anything that you want to do with movement or a bonus action. So throwing rocks, you'd be at disadvantage.
Right, right. So I'm gonna move to try and get a better angle, I guess. So, yeah, one way or another. I'm kind of screwed, but I'm gonna move to right here.
Okay. All right. The Chul is going to make essentially 2 pincher attacks on Yip at advantage to basically he's squeezing. Nat 20. $25 points of bludgeoning damage. And second pincher attack, 19 to hit. Okay. For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
So if I go from being a large ant to a small yip, is there a chance that he grapples?
What I would say is on your turn, you would be able to make your escape check with advantage.
I will do that on my turn.
Elmira, what would you like to do?
On a super side note, before I forget, because I will if I don't say it now, Amazon has all the D&D books right now on sale for like half off.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they're all going for like $24 to $27.
Does that include pre-orders?
I'm not sure which one's pre-ordered available. I only saw the basic ones.
I already pre-ordered The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but I do need to pre-order Fizban's Guide to Dragons and the new, as much as I loathe it, the new Magic the Gathering book that's coming out.
If you're talking Fizban's Treasury of Dragons,
That's the one.
It is $15 off.
Well, shit. Thank you for telling me that. I will make that pre-order today, then.
I just saw it right now. I was like, what?
I'm trying to remember the other one. It's about the magic school, and I don't remember the name of it. Anyways, I'll look when I'm done. No, I already got that one pre-ordered. There's a third book. It's another magic.
It's Strixhaven.
Yes, Strixhaven. That way we can role play going to prom at a magic school. God damn it.
I get to redo prom? Maybe
I have to talk with Donkey.
Someone's getting pregnant with the demon baby.
So, Elmira, you're writing Bonky.
Yeah, Bonky dashed over here. Is Shredder very hurt? Not really.
I'm down not quite 20 points. Other people might be down more.
It sounds like Yip's got some problems.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one of them that's really good stuff. Let's see here. Prayer of Healing. Let me see if I'm close enough to yet to make that happen.
Are you going to do the bare necessities?
Let's see here. Okay, so I'll do Prayer of Healing. And that should get everybody except for Schlagen.
All right.
We get 16 back to everybody.
Nice. All right. And just out of curiosity. No, he's just out of range for an attack. Anything with a bonus action, or do you want to hop off of Bonky, or...
No, I'll stay atop Bonky.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm riding a furry tractor. Elmira loves lamp. Mist, what would you like to do?
Would it be acrobatics or athletics to like do a jump off or shredder onto the thing?
That would be... It could be either, but I would say more acrobatics.
I support these choices.
Yes.
All right. Then I would like to do an acrobatics, crazy, awesome jump off of Shredder, double shot with my hand crossbow over the thing.
Okay, if you do that, when you jump off of Shredder, it will place you right here.
Like where? Right in front of us.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
Alright. Really need to do split screen here. Gonna keep clicking back and forth. Make while that feels easier. That's better. Okay. Alright, acrobatics. 10, 20, 20. 26.
So your acrobatics will place you here, but while you're flipping over, bouncing off of the back of Shredder's shell, you can make your 2 shots.
Sweet. Stop rolling too much. I thought I had you flat. There. I roll you one way and you roll back the other way. That is not right. Oh shit. Alright. The first roll was not good. 10.
That's a miss.
Second roll at 23.
That hits. And you get sneak attack.
Sweet. 15 damage.
Okay. All right. Anything with a bonus action?
With a bonus action, are these things considered enemies of the Cult of the Dragon, or are they friends of the Cult of the Dragon? Or are they neutral?
They're pretty much enemies to everybody. I mean, I would consider them, as far as the Cult of the Dragon concerns, they don't really care.
Yeah.
They attack everybody equally. They're chaotic evil.
Okay. So they're neutral to the Cult of the Dragon in that case?
Yes.
Okay.
They're woke.
Alright, well then I will pull out my Dragon Dagger once I land, and for the bonus action, just whip down with the Dragon Dagger.
Go for it.
26.
That hits.
And that's 2d6. 1d6 of piercing and 1d6 of acid.
Yep. They're not resistant or immune to acid.
Alrighty, for 9 damage.
Okay. All right. Shredder, what would you like to do?
I will wedge my way in here close enough for regular melee
Yep.
and Hazard on him to death. Reckless.
Go for it.
25 to hit,
That hits.
24 points of damage. Second swing. 28 to hit.
Yep.
522 damage. Weird. 30 points of damage.
All right.
Tail.
Don't need to do the tail. So you
Do it anyway.
you cut Yip free by cutting off this guy's arms, and then basically on the upswing you go from, I mean, do Chul have groins? But you slice him, you butterfly him, and he falls in 2 pieces.
Slim don't exactly have groins. I would say it was his knee.
Right, yeah.
So does that mean
I'd
you
like
just...
to harvest poison if I can.
Isn't it like called mustard when the crustaceans like bits, gonady bits inside? Isn't it referred to as mustard?
Ugh.
I hallucinated that because I feel like that's what would spray everywhere when you
Probably, yeah. So,
see.
yeah, you can make a nature check to see if you can harvest some of this poison.
Is that once per one of those things, or is it only once for this one?
It's going to be 1 total roll.
Okay. Alrighty. 11?
You are able to harvest 1 dose of Chul poison. Now, this poison, it's a DC 13 versus being poisoned, and when they're poisoned for 1 minute, which means that they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but they're also paralyzed, and they can overcome the paralysis by attempting the check again at the end of their turn. So after a minute, the poison wears off on Yip.
So, disadvantage plus paralyzed if they miss the test.
Correct.
Okay.
Should we do a short rest here? Or that 16 points got me close to max, so I'm more interested if other people need hit dice healing.
I'm okay if everyone else is.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
I'm back to max.
I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. So Yip has the gem, and you continue on through the exit.
Is it like glowing or is it just really shiny?
It's glowing.
Control poison doesn't do damage, right?
No, it just incurs the
Cool.
paralysis and poison condition.
Cool.
Using detect magic, do I sense a strong magic presence or a weak presence from the stone?
Let's see here. It is a strong, magic that you're detecting from the stone, and it is of the wish variety.
Interesting.
And when you leave the exit, and the hedge maze winds around, and you come back out through the E portion of the hedge maze back into the area where there is a sundial in the center, and sitting on the sundial.
The information I learned while in the hedge before anything else.
You do what?
I'd like to share that information that I learned while I was hiding in the hedge with the party before anything else.
Okay. So the party now knows about the strange sounds of the thunder and lightning and weird monster noises. But when you exit, you come out through E back into the intersection where there is the sundial. And the copper piece is still sitting on the sundial, and the shadows from the sundial are pointing towards A and C. Last time you went through C.
Let's go hit A. See if the sundial actually means anything.
Okay.
If people agree.
Sounds good.
Okay, hold on a second. All the way over to the right. You emerge from the path into an area far larger than any open area you expected to encounter in the maze garden. This rectangular space must be 90 feet across, with its far side almost 150 feet away. It looks like a boulder-strewn pasture with a large pond to one side and a fenced vegetable garden and an oversized cottage at the other. Sheep graze in the pasture, tended by a pair of cyclops, but none of them are moving. They all appear to be frozen in time. And as soon as you step out of the path into this area, all of the creatures, including the two cyclops, start moving and come to life. The two cyclopses turn and look at you, and one of them reaches down and scoops up a boulder, and he then looks downfield and points and looks at you and makes a motion like throwing the boulder, and he throws the boulder. Now, the boulder that he throws must weigh 500 pounds. And he throws this boulder downfield, and then he looks at you and he motions like, okay, now it's your turn.
Oh, shit.
Well, you've done this once already.
Get him all, touch all. Shall I throw yet further than the boulder?
I can catapult it, but it would only be a 5-pound object. So if it's distance, I might be able to do something. If it's got to be 500 pounds, I'm SOL.
Yeah, even with my 20 strength, the 500-pound boulder, I mean, I'll try. So
You can roll instead.
The Cyclopses kind of mumble to each other, but they only speak giant.
So is there another boulder there I can pick up and try?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll give that a go unless someone can boost strength over 20.
Yip is gonna pick up a yip-sized rock and throw that.
The giants see Yip throw a small rock, and they kind of chuckle to one another.
I can enhance ability if you needed the strength boosted. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you can boost my strength even higher than 20, that'd be good.
Out of curiosity, didn't you guys pick up a potion of... I thought you picked up a potion of, like, hill giant strength or something like that.
Let's see.
It sounds familiar.
It's possible I'm thinking of another game, but I thought you guys had picked up...
Have a bunch of superior healing. Have Evermeat. I can give them Evermeat instead of throwing boulders. We have a scroll of levitation you can cast on the boulder before I throw it, so it'll just keep going and going.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, who can cast the scroll of levitation we've got?
I think I can. I am an intelligent... My casting is intelligence.
Yeah, levitation's an arcane spell, so...
Yeah.
Would this be a strength thing or a dex thing?
Yes. Well, Dex would be more for placing the boulder where you want, but really what you're trying to do... they're basically playing bocce ball with boulders. So you need to throw the boulder further than they did. So it's not so much an accuracy thing as it is just heaving this heavy boulder as far as it'll go.
Someone needs like a broom to push and take out of the way.
Yeah, that's the next area where you have to beat two kobolds as they on an ice rink.
Yeah.
Well, if we If we can get it in mid-air, I can try to shoot with my Eldritch Blast to give it an extra 20-foot boost.
First we'll levitate, and I'll heave it, and then if we need an extra 20 feet, you finger gun it.
Okay, so Bognock uses the scroll to levitate a boulder. And Shredder, go ahead and make your... so is Elmira going to boost Shredder?
Yeah, I'll do guidance, and then you can add, see how many to your strength. 3 to your strength.
All right.
3 to my strength roll, or 3 to my strength?
It would be 3 to your strength roll. So, Shredder, you can make an athletics check plus 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this works like Bless, huh? So he's supposed to roll the d4 and add it to the roll.
Gotcha.
Okay,
That's good.
my bad.
Athletics check. 19 plus her boost. I rolled 2 9s. So D4?
Yep.
A 20 total.
Okay, and your strength is 20.
Yep.
Hold
And
on.
the rock's levitating.
And the rock's levitating. Hold on a second here.
And finger guns are at the ready.
No, you succeed. The boulder levitates over and then drops beyond where the Cyclops threw. And when the boulder lands, the boulder that the Cyclops threw cracks in half and splits open, and there is a glowing gem inside. And the two Cyclopses clap their hands and motion you on.
Golf claps all around.
Yeah. So you are able to. Whoops, didn't want all of them.
I want to run and jump and smack one on the back and be like, good game.
They say something in giant and laugh, and you step out of the maze at the far end, and you are back to the sundial with a copper piece on it, and the shadow of the sundial is pointing to A and C.
Are we letting it hold all the glowing stones, or are we keeping them separate just in case?
Yip's a kobold. She might eat them.
Do we have any rope?
Yeah.
I got water rope.
What happens if we take the rope all the way through?
Right now, I have 100 foot of rope.
Does it come, would it circle back all the way?
We can try it.
I don't think I have that much rope.
I have 50 as well.
I think we all have a little bit to tie it together.
I kind of see this going like the end of Poltergeist.
So, like I said, the shadow from there's 2 shadows coming from the sundial, one pointing to A and one pointing to C.
We got a gem from each direction.
Correct.
Should we go opposite?
Does anything happen if the gems get near the sundial?
No.
That's what I was gonna say. If we put the A gem at A and the C gem at C, does anything fancy happen?
No.
With wish energy, can we wish to be out of the labyrinth and at the castle?
Bognock, make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna like, yes. I'm gonna find out. You do this great Arcana check. The answer is no.
So on a 19 with your Arcana check, you realize that wish magic does apply here. That if you want to leave the hedge maze and go back to the village, all you have to do is wish that and leave through any exit, and you will be back at the entrance to the hedge maze.
But what if I wish to be at the castle
No.
with the blue dragon mask? Can I just say, I wish for the blue dragon mask?
No.
And then wish to go back to that 2 gems? And
Nope.
then we can wish for the mask and wish for the village. Okay. Well,
If it was the golden child with Eddie Murphy, and then spinning the wheels like, I want the knife, give me the knife.
Well, shall we try down or left and see if opposite the shadows works?
We haven't gone down the path again to see if it's the same thing.
That too.
That's true. Yeah. One of you Tabaxi go down one of the paths again.
Split the party.
Yeah.
So when you
Take a moment to gather my Tabaxi speed, and then I try to go down A.
go down A and you end up back at the pool where you killed the Chul, and you are able to come back out, and you come out E back into the sundial section with everybody else.
The same thing.
Well, I want to know what happens if you go through E then, because you got to wish to leave, and I don't really just want to know what happens.
okay.
So you guys want to go through E? Are you wishing to exit the maze, or are you continuing on?
I just want to know what happens. I don't want to leave. I just wonder. Since he just went through A and came back out through E, if we go through E, do we go through A? You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
And if logic makes any sense here or not.
We got right back out through E.
It's like a Benny Hill episode.
Studio closet.
We all chase each other one way and then are the opposite the other way.
Oops.
Schlagen will also pull out his compass, and as we're wandering, he'll keep an eye and see if north stays steady or not.
Your compass just starts to spin wildly.
Damn novelty item broke his foot.
Are we doing the thing with the rope?
I think we should. I'll donate my rope.
Sure, I got 50.
Now we have 200 feet of rope.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Who's getting tied?
Mm-hmm.
Can we tie it to the sundial before we leave the room?
You can.
So before we go down to E, let's tie it to the sundial.
Okay.
So you follow path E, and the hedge maze winds around, and you come out. Ahead of you, you see a bubbling fountain filling the pathway. Large, bright flowers grow in the hedges on both sides of the fountain, each blossom shimmering in light. The air smells particularly fresh and sweet here.
Herbalism.
I mean, can I use my herbalist kit to see if there's anything now? Like check my knowledge of herbs and stuff to see if there's anything in here that's special?
Okay, hold on a second.
Hey, Mr. Guy who's always looking at the plants. Do something with these plants, damn it. There. Meow.
So, hold on here. Need to come up with something for this because this is particularly bizarre. I guess it doesn't really matter. So this isn't really a creature that is moving around. So, Miss, you reach over to try to check out these flowers, and the flower vines come out and attack you, and it gets to make 3 attacks, 2 tentacles, and a stinging bite. $23 to hit with the vines. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 4 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled. On your turn, a DC 13 will escape the grapple. Oh, you're restrained. And the second vine attack is an advantage. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So you take an additional 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of piercing damage. And then it's going to. And then the flower moves in for a stinging bite at advantage. 19 to hit.
It does.
For 16 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Is that against the poison of some kind?
It is. Well,
I have purity of body. I'm immune to disease and poison.
Okay, perfect. So you are restrained in the...
I did not say yes to this.
Consent.
I guess it's like, you touched me first.
Everybody roll initiative.
Man, I'm doing garbage on initiative today.
All right. Is everybody's initiative in?
Mine's in.
Mine is. No, wait. No, it's not. I forgot to add in my actual initiative. My dex. Not that it matters, but... Roll a net 20.
Nice. All right.
Which doesn't actually help on initiative.
So, Mist, you can... let's see here. You can make a DC 13 escape check to break your restraining grapple.
Son of a motherless goat, you dice, you tease.
Did you roll a 1?
No, it was on 16, and I was like, ooh, no, and it rolled back to 3.
Well, +4 won't help you on that then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, there's nothing that's going to help me there.
Inspiration.
Yeah, do you have an inspiration?
Yeah, I do have an inspiration. Let me use that.
Go for it.
I don't like how much damage I took when I was restrained the first time.
Yeah,
I was
these
gonna
flowers
get mine if
suck.
you have one.
I will re-roll that with my inspiration point. And let's see how I do this. So instead of a 3, I rolled a 2.
Oh, well. So Mist is still restrained. So you can make. So you have normally you have 2 attacks, correct?
Yes.
You could make another check.
Okay. Wait, then why the hell did I use the damn inspiration point first?
Because then you could have still attacked back.
Right.
Oh. Okay. And you said what kind of check was it?
It is a strength check.
Can't
Okay.
he use acrobatics on escaping a grapple if he wants?
He could. He's more than just grappled though. He's restrained.
Oh.
I would allow an acrobatics check.
Fuck yeah! I have. Okay. Yes. Do I need to re-roll?
What'd you get?
An 11 plus my acrobatics stuff? That
So-
puts me like a 25.
So yes, you break free.
Acrobatics is one of my things. The other thing I put in my feet, my rogue stuff into. So I get the double proficiency on it.
Okay, so you break free. We'll say you didn't spend your point, your inspiration point. You have one action to do, and you have one attack left. So go for it.
Oh, okay. And I will use my bonus action to ignite my flaming sword. That's my turn.
Okay.
It's gonna ignite the flaming sword so that it's ready for next turn.
Okay. Bognock, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm thinking what I'd like to do is use Tasha's Caustic Brew
Okay.
and barf acid straight like that way
Okay.
onto the hedge.
Go for it.
Because there's not really like a target or anything, right? I mean,
It's basically both sides of this hedge are now wreathing, and the flowers are moving, and the vines are coming out.
yeah. So I mean, I know as soon as I caustic brew all over one side, the other side's going to attack me, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
And then at least there's a little bit that won't hopefully
Wait, am I back on the path now?
eat me.
Yes.
So somehow I'm going to damage a hedge.
Go for it.
Alright. So the hedge needs to make a Dex 17 saving throw.
Okay.
Which I don't know. Again.
Can I ask a question?
No, the hedge got a 3.
Well, take this, hedge. So 6 points.
Okay. So
I don't know what to do.
Bognock barfs acid on the hedge, and you can see several of the vines kind of shrivel away from the acid, but more seem to take its place.
Right. It's like a very caustic furball.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Anything with a bonus action or movement. Now, if basically at this point, if you move, the hedge gets to make a attack of opportunity because you're surrounded.
Right, because you gotta kill the hedge. So no, I mean, I'm like throwing rocks at the hedge. I don't.
Well, you could try it.
I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around fighting a hedge, but I'll try.
Ask Elmira. She's been fighting blackberries in her backyard. She knows all about it.
Have you tried sneaking acid on it?
You know what? I'll try and make it grow, and then it'll fucking die. And that's been my experience.
So,
I can't grow anything. I suck at it.
so 2 of your rocks hit.
Awesome. and one I drop on my foot. Because it was a 1. 18.
Okay.
Take that, bitch.
Okay.
And that's my thing.
Yep. What would you like to do?
You still have.
I guess we can spread you guys out a little bit here, because it doesn't. The hedge is everywhere, so.
So we're being attacked by a hedge, and there's a well in the center. You said?
There's a fountain.
Fountain. Can Yip attempt to get to the fountain?
Yeah. Well, if you move, the hedge will get an attack of opportunity unless you take the disengage action.
I can disengage.
Okay.
I'm rude.
So you get to the fountain. It was new. It was very ornate. It is a perfectly normal fountain.
Splash the water on the vines.
Sure, I'll splash some water onto the vine, see what happens.
So you splash some water onto the vines, and some water lands on one of the flowers, and the flower actually opens and closes like it's chewing on the water and drinking it up. But nothing else happens.
Do we have to alter to these hedges?
So yeah, the water has no effect on the flowers at all. Anything with a bonus action you'd like to do?
I guess I'll just keep looking in the fountain for something shiny.
Okay. Schlagen, what would you like to do?
Alright, let's see how these things like fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a slash at it with my axe to the north side.
Okay.
15 hit. No, I'm sorry, 18.
Yes, it does.
18 hits, and then I'm gonna also tack on a Searing Smite,
Okay.
which will do a D6 fire, and then also ignite the target in flames.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you want that damage separate?
Now you can give it all to me.
19 total damage, and it gets a Constitution saving throw. When does it get its throw? Turkish. At the start of each of its turns.
So it gets one now and then one at the start of its turn?
Yes.
Okay. It gets a 26 to save.
Fancy.
And then... So did you have anything you wanted to do with a... Let's see. You used your bonus action.
So I should get a second.
You get a second attack, yeah.
16 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage.
Okay. All right. So the flowers. Only gets a 15 on its save.
The flowers also have to take 2d4 of acid damage at the start of its turn.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2d4 for that damage. Okay.
Two.
And then what was your save, Schlagen?
Oh, my save for that's 16. So like, yeah, you're 20 something way. I'll blow that.
No, but he it's the beginning of their turn, and they only got a 15. So roll damage.
Oh, DC 17. Let's see, 1d6. Oh, yay, 1 damage.
All right. The hedge sizzles a bit, and let's see here. Six. It's going to attack Schlagen. So let's see. It gets a bite attack and 2 vine attacks. First vine attack. You can make Schlagen. You can make a reaction, a attack of opportunity.
Well, let's see, that's gonna be like 22 to hit. And a whopping minimum damage for 8 points.
Okay. And its second vine attack. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of piercing damage. And you need to make, and you are grappled. So the first thing that it does when you are grappled is the flowers try to bite you.
Can I activate my Hellish Rebuke
You can.
at some point during that?
You can. $14 to save, fails. So how much damage?
13.
Okay. And an 18 to hit with the bite.
Nope.
And then the the vines that are wrapped around you pick you up and try to slam you into the ground. You need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, you say? 16.
All right, so you save. On a successful save, you take half bludgeoning damage, and you are not stunned. So, bludgeoning damage. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Woohoo.
I'm below 100.
Oh no! Elmira, what would you like to do?
Below 100.
I'm looking into the possibility of casting Insect Plague. I'm trying to see if that would screw over everybody. Wait, okay. So the plant's right in the middle. Okay, yeah, I think that would hurt all of my friends. Okay.
Everybody's going to get itchy
I
real
got
quick.
new spells.
I mean, you could reach out and grab it and use inflict wounds or whatever you want to do.
It will grab me then, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's your attack.
Okay. I can just reach out and touch it, though? I have to, like, run up and do that, right?
Well, yeah, there's these vines all over the place. You can just grab one for inflict wounds if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. I had a different impression. I thought it was, like, the middle had, like, a thing.
No, it's
Okay.
this lighter green on each side.
Alright, I'll do inflict wounds and, let me mark up the spell results. You get... Let's see, 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, 1 second. So that's 14 necrotic damage altogether.
Okay.
And the Bonky can just attack like whatever vines are adjacent to it.
Sure.
Okay. So bite 8 to hit down, that hits.
No.
And then claws is 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. Okay. 3 plus 4, 10 slashing damage for Bonky.
Okay.
I don't have any good bonus actions.
Okay. Shredder, what would you like to do?
I go super raging claw mode as opposed to tail mode. Hold on here. Mark rage. And so I'm Shredder, and I just go total salad mode on this thing.
Go for it.
Reckless. So 14 hit. Wow, those are awful rolls.
A 14 does hit.
12 points with the first claw.
Okay. So, you go salad shredder on the flowers,
Salad.
on the salad, yes. And one of the flowers kind of droops down dead, and the flower blossoms and opens up, and a shining, glowing pearl drops out of the flower onto the ground.
I cheer like I did it all. It was just because I hit it. I knew it mattered. And thankfully everyone else survived while waiting for me to do my job.
I'll clap. I'll let you feel proud.
Here, I was all fixing to do like 85 points of damage to it with that mode, and I just did it once, it was over.
Hold on here. How did I lose your bear? Hold on. I shall bring the bear back. I don't know where the bear went. There we go. So you retrieve the pearl, and you step out of this area, and the hedge maze kind of curves around, and you come back out, back into an intersection, and there is a rope tied around the sundial. The sundial has a copper piece on it, and the rope goes back the way you just came into E. And once again, there's a shadow pointing to A and pointing to C.
Well, should we try G next, since the compass points have been our successful routes?
Well, you're back to where you started. So I wouldn't necessarily say they're successful.
Well, A, C, and E each got us a glowy object, so I'm a fan of that.
Bognock, either Bognock, Schlagen, or Elmira can make an Arcana check.
My Arcana is like 14.
Okay. Bognock.
Double one.
26.
So, Bognock, you suspect that these gems that you're collecting are specific to that area that you collected them in. If you do not collect the gem, leaving the area is impossible.
Are we going to give up on the rope thing and just kind of pull it back to us, or are we going to keep trying to drag the rope?
It doesn't work.
Alright. Pull the rope through, split it back up to everybody, I
So
guess.
you pull the rope back through, and it doesn't feel like it's, it doesn't feel like you just circled around. It feels like you're just pulling a straight line, and the rope just comes back out of E.
Okay, I'm going to put copper pieces down in front of the ways that we've already went, since there's so many of them.
Okay, so you've been down on A, C, and E.
Okay. And I say we go down F. We get stuff faced with our choices.
So you're going to go down F, okay?
Sure.
You can't spell any swear words, so best I can do.
I do wish we had better swearing in the States like they have in Europe. They have such colorful swearing.
Bollocks. I've been watching a fair amount of 8 out of 10 cats this countdown, so I've been hearing some of the colorful European swearing.
But like, Fanny is their C word? That's so weird. I don't
Do you
know.
guys watch Ted Lasso? Anybody?
No.
Not yet. I've heard it's amazing.
Oh well, there's one point when they're talking about British euphemisms, and aubergine and courgette are fine, but he can't get behind piles. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "But I love Fanny." It's not just Fanny. It's good. If you've got access, I highly recommend.
Well, the one of the girls on one of the seasons of Love Island UK that we were watching she was from Ireland, and she was quite funny. Every time she saw a guy that she liked, she's like, "Oh, he gives me the fanny flutters." I'm like, I don't know what that means, but it sounds kind of dirty.
I only learned about it because I knew a flight attendant and someone was flying in from the UK and they're like, "Oh, don't forget to get your fanny pack." And they were like, they were so offended. Yeah.
Is that like a prison purse?
They're like, "Excuse me?" Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes. That's it.
So you go down F, and you come out into a new area. A placid pond fills the center of this open space. A stout pagoda rises from a huge boulder that stands in the water like an island. An arched bridge crosses the water to the pagoda, whose red roof is held up by 6 sturdy pillars and capped with wood-carved fish. A human man, wearing yellow silk robes embroidered with red and gold fish, stands in the pagoda. You hear exotic music being played on a stringed instrument. And he's kind of standing out in the open here and can see you guys enter, and turns and goes back into the pagoda and sits
Is
cross-legged.
this the piercing pagoda?
He sits cross-legged waiting for you. And we're going to break there, and we will pick this up next week. But before we do, I am going to go up here, and I shall mark where you've
I
been.
think next week we should start by sending Bonky in to the pagoda first.
Okay, Bump, he's brave. He'll do it. Probably.
Can Bonky sit lotus style?
Oh, I didn't mean as sacrifice. I meant as like the sage is thinking they're going to have this moment of, solve my riddle, and in walks a bear instead. I didn't think we should turn him over to whatever force it is.
No, that's why you should sit lotus style. It should be a
Like Kung Fu Panda.
duel.
Yeah, there you go.
Dueling sitting positions.
Okay, so we will pick this up next week and continue with you moving through or attempting to move through the Hedge Maze.
Good times.
Thanks, see ya.
Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy Labor Day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.